Today we're outside in the detail garage and we're going to go over how to do a deep wheel cleaning on this Porsche Panamera e-hybrid. Now if you have an expensive set of wheels just like this Porsche, you're going to want to make sure you take care of them because brake dust can corrode the wheels. So if you let your wheels get too dirty before cleaning them, the brake dust can actually start eating through the wheels. Especially if you have a Porsche Panamera, you want to make sure it always looks the best and the wheels don't degrade over time. So we're going to be working with a few products. We're going to be using Chemical Guy's Diablo Wheel Gel. Now this is a wheel gel that's safe for all types of wheels. Chrome, powder coated, painted, stainless steel, aluminum, even gold wheels. This is going to work for it all. Now for the tire, this tire has some old cheesy greasy tire dressing on there from the car wash. We're going to take that off using some Chemical Guy's nonsense. It's color free and odorless, so it's not going to stain this wheel. If you use too heavy of a cleaner like some other manufacturers might make, you might actually scratch and harm the wheel by staining it and causing permanent damage. Now I have a bucket here with some products. I have a stiff bristle brush to clean the tire, a softer bristle brush to clean the face, and I have a set of my favorite wheel cleaning tools, which is the Wheel Woolies. Now Wheel Woolies are extra plush, they hold a lot of water and a lot of soap, and they're going to allow me to get deep in the barrel to clean the whole inside of the wheel. Now for my lubrication on my brushes, I'm going to be using the Chemical Guy's Hybrid V7 High Gloss Soap. You can use any car wash soap, but I'm going to be using the Hybrid V7 because it smells great and it's going to give my wheels a high gloss shine. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some Hybrid V7 car wash soap, 2 nice squirts to my bucket, and that's going to give me some good lubrication for my brushes. Now before I spray it down with Diablo, I'm going to take a hose and I'm going to hose down the wheel to break off any heavier dust or heavier dirt first. I have a fireman nozzle on here and it's going to give me good control and it's not going to allow me to wet the whole rest of the car because I'm only cleaning the wheels first. So let's go ahead and wash the wheels. Okay, there we go. Now these wheels have been washed last month. They look pretty good, but there's a lot of brake dust on the wheel that is actually starting to eat through the coating. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that first. So I'm going to take some Diablo Wheel Gel Cleaner. This is diluted 4:1 on the wheel, and I'm using it with a Tolka professional sprayer. Now, I like Diablo gel because it grabs onto the wheel and makes sure that it doesn't drip. And I'm also going to use this to clean the brake caliper too. The brake caliper has a lot of brake dust on it, and these are actually very expensive calipers, so we don't want to stain them or hurt them with too aggressive of a cleaner. Now when you're cleaning wheels, you want to make sure that you go inside deep on the wheel and get the face as well as the barrel. There we go. So now I'm going to start on the inside of the wheel and work my way to the face. So I'm going to take my big Wheel Woolie and I'm going to use it on the inside. Now I'm going to take my hose and I'm going to suds up my bucket. There we go. Now that's enough suds to get me all going. I'm going to take my big Wheel Woolly and I'm going to start cleaning the inside of the wheel first. Now the best thing about the Wheel Woolly is that it bends and it allows me to get all parts of the wheel without scratching it because the outside of the Wheel Woolly is actually flexible and it does not scratch, so it's an abrasion resistant material. That's one of the best things about the Wheel Woolly. As you notice, I'm being gentle. I'm letting the Diablo break down the brake dust, and I'm just agitating it with the Wheel Woolly. Now, while I'm still on the inside, I'm going to take my smaller Wheel Woolly, like my little one right here, and I'm going to go ahead and clean the brake caliper of any dust. Now that that's done, I'm going to grab a bigger brush. This is a soft flag tip brush, and I'm going to use this to clean the entire face of the wheel. Now what's great about this brush is that it flexes into all the deeper cracks and allows it to clean very easily. Plus the handle is abrasion resistant, so if it touches the face of the wheel, it's not going to scratch and it's not going to chip the coating or the paint on the outside of the wheel. Now these are very big 22-inch wheels, so if you have smaller wheels like 16s, 17s, or 18s, or even standard 20-inch wheels, you might be a little bit easier to clean because they aren't so big. But you just want to make sure if you have 22-inch wheels or bigger, that you just get deep in there with the right size brush, and that'll make your cleaning super easy. And one thing that's important is you want to make sure you get deep inside of the wheel cracks, because that's where brake dust can collect and start to eat through the face of the wheel. I'm going to take my brush one more time and I'm going to go deep inside the lug nuts. And then go ahead and give each spoke one last wipe. There we go. Now I'm going to move on to the tire. While the wheel still has soap on it, I'm going to go ahead and take some chemicalized nonsense. This is diluted 10 to 1. I'm going to spray down the wheel. Now with it sprayed on there, I'm going to take a stiff bristle brush. This is a lot stiffer than my soft bristle brush to scrub the wheel. Now the owner of this car had taken it to a car wash before and they put on some greasy, real nasty tire dressing, real cheap stuff. Now we're going to use a high quality dressing on this car later today, water-based only, and we're going to get rid of this petroleum-based dressing on here that they put on at the car wash. There we go. Now as you can see on the brush, we've taken off all the nasty, greasy tire dressing. Now I'm going to give it one quick rinse. I'm going to make sure I get deep inside of the wheel to rinse off all the cleaner and all the brake dust. There we go. Now our wheel looks completely clean. I'm going to go ahead and bring it inside our detail garage and give it a last drying process to make sure I dry off all the water so there's no water spots. So we'll see you next time, but always remember to have fun, stay clean, and keep on detailing.